is number 6. And the props that you will need today are your bar or your chair, a mat, and you will also need 2 weights. If you don't have dumbbells at home, you can use 2 pantry items. A carton of chicken stock weighs about 2 pounds, and you don't want anything too heavy, between 1 and 5 pounds. So we are going to get started with a warm-up, then go into our bar segment, and then finish off with the fusion, which is upper body and core. So I'm going to back up so you can see me head to toe. I'm not playing music, so if you want to go a little bit more slowly or more quickly, feel free. Let's just start marching it out. Tall spine, level chin, pump the arms. Get that body warmed up, get the blood flowing, get those joints lubricated. We're going to start in the motion that is the motion that we walk, or the sagittal plane. And we're going to tap the toes forward. I'll count you down. In 4, 3, 2, toe taps. It's right and left. Stretching through the top of the foot. There's no jumping in this class. You can see I'm wearing socks. They're grippy socks, so I don't slip. You could also be barefoot if you like. You can wear shoes, but we're going to be lifting the leg, so that's just extra weight. Let's count this down. 8, 7, 6. We're going to be slowing it down into a lunge. Last 2 and 1, and now slow lunge, right and left. Stacking the knee over the heel. Muscles working a little bit harder for this deeper motion. I'll count you down. 4, 3, 2, back to marching. Pump those arms. We're going to take this motion into the sideways plane, called the frontal plane, and we'll be doing a side toe tap. In 4, and 3, 2, and start with your right foot. It's tap and tap. You can make those arms into a speed skater motion, or you can stay here with your hands on your hips. If you add the arm motion, you'll get a little extra cardio component. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to be slowing the motion down, and we're going to take it into a side lunge. So when the right foot steps to the right, you bend the right knee. I'll count you down. In 4, and 3, 2, 1. Step the right foot out, bend the knee, and shift to center. Step the left foot out, bend the knee, shift to center. Hips go back when you step to the side. One knee is bent, one knee is straight. Keep that chin level. And try to keep that bent knee stacked over the heel. That's why your hips go back. I'm going to count you down. 4, 3, 2, 1, and march it out again. Pump those arms. We've got one more plane of motion. We can do those tappings. We can take it behind. And then we'll add that same thing. We'll be slowing it down. Make sure there's nothing behind you that you're going to kick. I've moved forward a little bit so I don't tap that furniture behind me. I'll count you down. In 4, 3, 2, tap the toes behind. It's right and left, right and left. Again, I'm moving my arms. You don't have to. You can keep your hands at your hips. You pick. Chin is level. We're going to be slowing this down into a reverse lunge. I'll count you down. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Right leg goes back. Reverse your lunge and together. Left leg goes back. Push through the ball of the foot to come back to center. Feel the energy in the lower body muscles here. Hips, glutes, thighs, calves. I'll count you down. In 4, 3, 2, back to marching. March it out. We'll finish up with one little motion here that sends the feet out a little bit wider. Let's start by just marching wide. And I'll bring it back to narrow. Now instead of staying in that frontal plane, we're going to take it slightly forward and then back to narrow. It's called a V-step. In 4, 3, 2, right lead. Out, out, in, out, out. Pump those arms. Our right leg is leading, so it's doing a little bit more work than the left, so we have to do it on both sides. I'll count you down. In 4, 3, 2, pause. Taking that left leg out, just march wide. Come back to narrow. And we'll finish with the V-step on our right lead. I'll count you down. In 4, 3, 2, V-step. Wide, wide, narrow. Wide, wide, narrow. Last move of our warm-up, and then we're going to move it to the bar. I'll count you down. In 4, 3, 2, last one. Big inhale, and release. One more time. Big inhale, and release. All right, let's move over to the bar. We're going to do 5 bar segments, and the last one is going to use one weight. So have your dumbbells handy, at least one of them. Our first 2 segments will be facing the bar, but so that you can see the move, I'm going to face you for just a moment to show you the move, so you can see my legs. The first move is an oblique crunch, crunching between the bottom rib and the hip bone. Your arm will be up in the air, and you'll open the knee out to the side and crunch. Imagine squeezing that area between the rib and the hip. The second move is a bent knee, circle the hip. So you're just with that bent knee, opening it around. And the third move in this first segment is a curtsy into either a side tap, big toe touches the floor, or a side lift. So that's the difference between a tendu and a dégagé if you want to use the French words, or you can call it tap or a lift. All right, go ahead and face your bar. Number of repetitions is 12. Make sure your bar isn't going to move. I have a heavy weight on mine, or it could be on the carpet or on a yoga mat. All right, light fingers on the bar. Take that left arm as if I was mirror imaging you. I'm calling out mirror image. Open the left knee, and we'll take it into that oblique crunch. Here we go. 1, 2, squeeze it. 3, 4, 5, 6. Exaggerate the squeeze. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. And now you can rest the hand on the hip and go into your bent knee circles. Do that again. Here's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now let's take it into the curtsy. You can have both sets of fingers on your bar now. And then to either the side tap or the side lift. That was just a bonus. Let's go ahead and start together. Curtsy, side lift or tap. Curtsy, side lift or tap. Here's 3, 4, 5, 6. Tall spine. 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, and release. Maybe you felt that on the right outer thigh. Feeling that engagement of the IT band. All right, same sequence, opposite side. Start facing your bar, light fingers on the bar. Lift your right arm out to the side. Open your right knee out to the side, and we'll go into that oblique crunch. Exaggerate the crunch. Really feel that rib cage coming down to that hip bone. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Going into that bent knee circle. Right hand on the hip. Make sure you're not going to hit the bar with your knee. And bent knee, circle it out. Second time. Here's 3 and 4, 5, 6. 6 more. 5, 4, 3. Last 2. Last 1. And finishing it off with the curtsy and the side tap or side lift. Both fingers can be on the bar now. Curtsy and either a side tap or a lift. Here's number 2 and 3. Shoulders relaxed. 4, 5, 6. Chin is level. 6 more. 5, 4. Last 3, 2, and 1. Release. Walk it out. Second sequence coming up. Facing our bar again, but this time we're going to fold the body from the hips so the body looks like the letter L, upside down letter L. As if I'm mirroring you, I'm calling out your right and your left. So place your right arm, your forearm, on the bar, and then take your left hand to the bar. Walk your hips back so you make a table out of your back body. Bend your left knee. Lift the knee up. Try to get it up to hip height if you can. If you can't, you can tap a little bit lower. That's okay. Listen to your body. And we're going to make circles into the bar, keeping the knee bent. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Reverse. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the knee bent and high, and we're going to bring it down to the opposite knee. Keep it bent. 1, lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Flex the foot. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep it high and bent. Knee is going in and out, straight in and out. On the same elevation, straight in, straight out, straight in, straight out. 3, 4, 5, 6. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release that foot down. Stand up. Go ahead and do a little hula hoop, really targeting the glutes there. Let's do the other side. Place your left forearm on the bar, right hand on the bar. Walk the feet out so you're making that table with your back body. Bend the right knee, lift it up, try and get it to hip height, and we're circling into the bar. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse and 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep it high and bent and bring it down to the opposite knee. Flex that foot and then lift it back up. That's 1, 2, lift, 3, lift, 4, 5, 6, 6 more. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep it high and bent. Flex the foot, keeping it on a table. Straight in, straight out. In, out, in, out. Here's 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release that foot down. Stand up. Oh, tap out those glutes. Working them hard on that one. All right, third sequence. Now we're going to switch to side facing. So I'm just going to angle my chair a little bit here. Make sure you're not too close to the chair. If your elbow is hugging against your body, you're too close. So step away so you have a little space between your elbow and your body. Light fingers on the bar or the chair. Take your opposite arm behind you. So right foot is closest to the chair, that's your foundation. That means we're moving the left leg. First move is bicycle. Start to bend the knee, lift the heel. Forward motion, cycle it out. Here we go. Here's 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6. Relax the shoulders. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now take that left knee, angle it out, bend the knee. Imagine you're lifting with your ankle bone, a string on your ankle bone. Shoulders relaxed. And if you want, add a tiptoe as you lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is an attitude kick. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release that toe down right in front. Bend the knee out again. And we're going to switch from front to back so that it looks like that. A quick little motion. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Ooh, felt that in the hip flexor and those psoas muscles. We're going to move our bar to the other side and do that sequence again. We won't move the bar every time, but we're going to do it on this first one. All right, again, set up your position. You don't want to be too close, so step away a couple inches. Light fingers of your left hand on the bar. And we're going to start with that nice tall spine. Bring your right hand behind so you externally rotate the shoulder girdle. Lift up your right heel and start your cycle motion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now take that foot down. Open the knee out to the side. Your knee is slightly bent. And as if there was a string on your ankle bone, we're going to be lifting that leg in attitude kick. Option to come up on tiptoe or releve as you lift. You don't have to. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest the foot, keep that knee opened out to the side, and we're going to go to toe beats. That forward back motion with a little bit of a tempo. Here we go. Forward, back. Here's 3 and 4, 5, 6, 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew, release. Tap it out. All right, that finishes up sequence 3. 2 more sequences to go. We'll keep the bar or chair here on our left side. We're going to go into a tiptoe chair squat. So chair squat meaning the feet are about hip distance apart, about the distance of a tennis ball between your big toes. Shoulders relaxed. Rise up. Use those left fingers for stability. And now send your hips back. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Lower the heels. Take the right leg out to 12 o'clock and then move it to the right slightly, just a few degrees. Keep that foot naturally pointed. Don't overly point it or you'll get a cramp. Shoulders relaxed. And we're going to lift at this diagonal lift. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the leg back to 12 o'clock. Flex the foot. Heel is touching the earth. And now float it up. We're going to go into a one-legged squat with an extended leg called a pistol squat. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, release. Tap it out. All right. Keeping the chair here, we're going to go into our 5th sequence on this side. Then we'll move the chair back and do 4 and 5 on the other leg. So here's where you need one weight. So grab a single dumbbell. And we'll do 3 different arm motions to add a little upper body component to this last bar sequence. Our first move is going to be in a tilted arabesque, or like a warrior 3 pose. So you're going to be tilted with that leg extended, the weight is hanging, and you're going to lift the leg and the weight at the same time. So start with your big toe touching, draw the weight into your waist, and lift the leg at the same time, and then release it down. That was a bonus one. Now you know what it looks like? Don't look at me, because that's going to put a kink in the back of your neck. Look forward onto the floor, and let's start. Here we go, lifting the leg and drawing the weight to the waist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift up, draw the feet together. We're going to go into a hammer curl and lift that right leg out to the side. So bring your elbow to your waistline, bending the elbow at 90 degrees, so the weight is straight out in front. And as you lift the leg out to the side, the weight comes up to the shoulder. That was a bonus one. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. No death grip on the weight. Don't drop it either, though. Let's do 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Last motion. We're going to go into a forward upright arabesque. So that big toe is touching the floor, the leg is going to lift up and down. And we're going to add an overhead triceps extension. So bring that single arm up, bend the elbow. As the leg lifts, the elbow straightens. All right, let's do it together. That was a bonus one. Here we go. 1, 2, I'm slowing these down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 more. 5, relax your left shoulder. 3, 2, 1, release. Go ahead and set your weight down. Move your bar back over to the opposite side. And we'll do segments 4 and 5. So you don't need your weight yet. We're going to do those tiptoe chair squats, that diagonal lift, and that pistol squat first. All right, let's start with that tennis ball between your big toes, light fingers on your bar, left hand behind your body to try and open up through the upper body. Rise up on releve or tiptoe, and now hips go back and squat. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the heels. Take your left leg forward to 12 o'clock, and now move it to the left a few degrees. Your foot is pointed, but gently pointed, not overly pointed. And we're going to lift that leg. Diagonal lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Relax your shoulders. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the leg back to 12 o'clock. Flex the foot. And we're going to lift it up. Keep it lifted the entire time. And go into your one-legged pistol squat. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Whew, prance it out. All right, last segment, last side. Grab your single dumbbell. Holding it in your left hand, we'll start with that tilted arabesque. So take your left big toe back, tilt your body, hang the weight in your left hand, and when you draw the weight to your waist, you're also lifting the big toe up behind you. And now don't look at your screen. Don't tilt your head like I'm doing right now. I want you to relax it. So look at a space on the floor just ahead of you. Start with the weight low and the big toe touching the floor. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 more. 5, 4. Working the back body muscles here. Last 2. Last 1. Lift up, bring the feet together. Bend the elbow 90 degrees, drawing the elbow next to your waistline. We're going to go into that hammer curl with a side leg lift, abduction. So float your left heel, flex the foot, keep that foot flexed the entire time. And as your leg goes out to the side, the weight comes up to your shoulder. That was a bonus one. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, tall spine, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Last one, forward arabesque, remaining upright with the spine, with the overhead triceps extension. Take that left hand up, bend the elbow so the weight is behind your head. When the leg lifts, you straighten the elbow. Keep this arm close to your head though. Don't let it open up like this. All right, keep that elbow pointing towards me. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, slowing it down. 4, 5, 6, 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Release the weight. Go ahead and set it to the side. And before we go to our upper body and core segment, let's do a little stretch to the big muscles that we just worked so they don't tighten up. Facing your bar, doesn't matter which leg you start with because we'll do the same 3 stretches on each side. So step one leg back halfway. Push the heel into the earth, knee is straight. We're stretching the upper part of the calf. Breathe. Don't lean into your chair like this. Keep your elbows straight and your chest broad. And now take that same foot back further. Knee is still straight. Your heel might be lifted here, runner's lunge. And you're getting a little stretch through the hip flexor area as well as the lower part of the calf, as long as you keep pressing the heel away from you. Breathe. Draw the foot in, bend the knee, grab the foot with the same hand, bring the knees together, draw the heel to your bottom, and then push the foot into your hand. Feel that stretch the top of the thigh, the quadriceps. Release. We'll do those 2 on the other leg. Go ahead and step the other leg back halfway. Keep your elbows straight and your chest upright. Press that heel into the earth. Now take it back. Knee is still straight. Push that heel away. Breathe. Draw the foot in. Bend the knee. Reach down with the same hand as the foot. Grab it. Keep the knees together. Draw the heel to your bottoms. And then push the foot into the hand. Breathe. Nice stretch for the quadriceps. Release. Finishing off with the hamstrings, and then we'll start upper body core. Take either leg forward, doesn't matter which one. I'm going to back up so you can see me. Heel is on the earth. Shift your hips down and back. Keep your chin level. Hand can be behind your back, or it can be on the bent leg. Just don't push on the straight leg. Shoulders relaxed. Go an inch more deeply into your stretch. 1 breath cycle. Soften the knee, lift up, step the feet together. Last stretch. Send the opposite leg forward. Heel is on the earth. Foot is flexed. Hips go down and back. Chin is level. Relax the shoulders. And inch more deeply into the stretch. And rise up, release. We are done with our bar, so you can move it out of the way. And then grab your 2 dumbbells, and we're going to go into our upper body and core segment. Standing in mountain pose, trying to spell distance between your big toes, palms facing your thighs. We're going into upright row, 15 singles and 15 pulses. Elbows will go out to the side as you lift the weights up to shoulder height. So that was a bonus. Here we go. We're starting with 1 and down, 2, 3, 4, 5, neutral wrists, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 more singles, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bring it up to the top position. Keep your wrists neutral, don't bend them, and pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. All right, working those shoulder muscles there. Standing in the center of your mat, we're going to be stepping sideways, alternating sides on this next one. So you're going to step with the right and then step with the left. It's not a squat, it's just a side step. As we do that, we're going to go into iron cross with the arms. This is very intense. If you want to do this empty-handed, you can. I'll show it empty-handed first. Arms are up above your head. As you step to the right, you make a T, and then you come back together and step to the left and make your T. It's a lot harder with weights. If you need to keep a tiny bend in your elbows so you don't strain your joints, by all means, listen to your body. A tiny bend in the elbows is the modification. All right, arms up, with or without weights. And now step to the right, palms face forward, and back together, step to the left. That was 1. We're going in doubles here. Each side is part of the count. So here's 3, up, and 3, 4, and 4. Working biceps and shoulders. 5, and 5. Even the core muscles are engaged. 6, 6, 7, 7. Neutral wrists. 8, 8, 9, 9. Keep breathing. 10, 10. 5 more pairs. You got this. Be strong. Smile. It helps. 4, 4, 3, 3. Last 2, 2. Oh my gosh. Here we go. 1 and 1. And draw the weights to your chest and release. Whew. Good work there, my friends. All right, let's continue with a bit more bicep work with some bicep curls, adding on lower body sumo squat. So step wide, orient your toes out, heels in, so you're externally rotated. Hands come in front of your thighs, palms are facing forward. So we're going to work on both parts of the motion here. So when we sink down, the weights are going to come up, working the biceps. And then when we release the weights, the hips are going to come up, working your thighs and your glutes. All right, so let's start. Weights low, hips high. And now we would change it. Asynchronous motion. Hips low, weights high. And switch. That was 1. Here's 2, 3, 4. Don't swing the weights. 5, 6. Control it. 6 more. Slow it down if you want. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk the feet back together. All right, let's do a single weighted exercise here. So get rid of one weight. We're going to go back to working the triceps. Remember, we worked them when we were at our bar with one arm. This time we're going to hold one weight with two hands. I'll go sideways so you can see. Against my black shirt, it's hard to see. So we're going to start with the weights up above the weight, up above our head, and go into that extension like we did, but this time we're holding a single weight with both hands. Then when we come back up, we bring that single weight forward with straight arms. That's challenging. So if that's too challenging, instead of coming forward with straight arms, you can just dip the weight straight down, bending the elbows. That's your variation. All right, let's start at the top. One extension behind, one extension in front. Here we go. Behind, in front. Behind, in front. Don't lock out your knees. Here's 4, 5. Engage the abdominal muscles. 6. Squeeze your navel. 7. 8. 9. 10. Almost there. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, last one, and release. Go ahead and set your weights down. We're done with weights. We're going to transition to the mat. So have a seat on the mat, and we're going to go into a half rollback pose. Work in the core. So knees are bent. And you start with an upright spine, and then as you make a C shape with your spine, you lower halfway towards the earth. Hands can stay connected to the knees, and then as you inhale, you lift back up to a tall spine. You can do all 15 of them just like that. Or if you want, you can add rolling like a ball. I'll show you what that looks like first. You start the same, but then you lift your feet up and allow your body to touch the mat and come back up and straighten the spine. If you want to add one more progression there, you can add a balance component. Coming into your C shape, rolling all the way down to the mat, and when you come up, don't let your feet touch. All right, I'm going to start with number 1. I'll move on to number 2 and then number 3. I won't cue that. I'm just going to count our 15 repetitions. So sit tall, and I'm starting with half roll back without touching the mat. Here we go. 1, straighten. 2, straighten. 3, straighten. If you want, add the rolling. 4, straighten. 5, straighten. 6, straighten. If you want, add the balance. 7, round the spine to go down. This is 9, and 10. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, last one. And release the feet if they were balanced. We're going to go into a plank pose here. So let's turn it over. You can be on your knees or you can be on your toes. So if you're on your knees, you might need an extra cushion, double over your mat or add a knee pad. You can be on your forearms or you can be on your palms. And we're going to tap the knees out. So on the knees, you're going to tap one knee out to the side and then the other knee to the side. Remember, you could be down on your forearms if that bothers your wrists to be on your palms. I'm going to be on my palms and my toes, but remember, you've got the modification of forearms or knees. Put a beverage on the back of your neck, lift up through your shoulders. Each side tap is part of a single count, so it's 1 and 1. Here we go. Start with either foot. 1, 1, 2, 2. Remember, you can slow this down. You don't have to go as fast. Here's 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8. Lift to the shoulders. 9, 9, 10, 10. 5 more pairs. 4, 3, 2, toes and roll out your wrists. And then lie on your back. We're going to finish with scissors and then stretch. Lift your legs up to the sky. Draw your right leg in. Place your hands on that right calf. And then push that left leg away. And then we'll switch. That's a bonus one. Progression, head is lifted off the mat. Here we go. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. Apple under the chin. 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. 5 more pairs. You got this. 4, 3, 2, 1 and 1, and full body stretch. Finishing off with our stretches. Inhale, exhale, yawn. Good work, my friends. Roll to your side, stay on your side. We're going to do a lateral flexion here. So with your right elbow on the earth, go ahead and take the arm over, lengthen the body. You're resting on the side of your hip. Breathe. One more breath cycle. Release. Push up to the seated position with your legs extended forward. We'll do the other side in just a moment. Go ahead and do our shoulder stretch here first. Drawing that right arm in, pulling it close to the body, and then slightly downwards. Breathe. We did 2 different triceps exercises plus that plank. So let's add a tricep stretch here. Straighten the right arm to the sky, bend the elbow, and you can either push from the front or grab the elbow from the top to stretch that triceps muscle. The back of the upper arm. Breathe. Release. Let's take those other 2 on the other side. Same 2 on the other side. Draw that left arm into the body, slightly downwards to deepen the stretch. Relax your fingers. And now let's add the tricep stretch. Take that left arm up to the sky, bend the elbow, hand is behind your head, and then either push from the front or grab the top of the elbow and pull it back. Release. Open up into a V shape, and we'll stretch the hips and the low back here. Draw your hands in front. Draw your elbows down towards the earth, and reach your head forward, stretching through the hips and the low back. If you want, you can bow your head slightly, but don't hang your head. You don't want to add a lot of weight to the back of your neck. Let's add a little rotation to this just to change the stretch a bit. Walk both hands over to the right leg. Reach your nose towards your right toes. Draw the elbows down. Inner thigh stretch. Hip, low back. Switch it over to the left leg. Draw the elbows down. Reach your nose to your toes. Keep that right sits bone on the earth. Don't let it peel up. Breathe. And lift up. Draw those feet back together. And now drop your left elbow down. And we'll get that lateral flexion on the other side. You're on your hip bone. Send the right arm to the sky, over, deep stretch. Make a little rainbow shape with that arm. Stretching all the way down the side body. Breathe. One more breath cycle. And release. All right, my friends, as I walk towards the screen to turn it off, go ahead and give yourselves a giant hug to stretch your back body, and then tap yourselves on the back for a job well done. Until next time, my friends, thank you for joining me.